Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Winning Mondays with KW Malaysia. My name is Mariah. For those who don't know me, I'm the Regional Training Manager at KW Malaysia, and I just want to welcome everyone and just so happy that you're here this morning. Yeah, welcome everyone on Zoom, welcome everyone on Facebook. Yeah, so today, right, I was just thinking it's already July. We're like in the second half of the year. I don't know how you're all feeling about your business, about the future, but probably I'm guessing you all wouldn't mind having some more listings. Am I right? Wouldn't you like to have more listings to send out to your database, more listings? Yeah, okay. Yeah, to do stuff with. All right. So today we have a very exciting topic for you about we're just offering you basically 200 listings to put out. Okay. Sorry, there's some stuff going on with my Zoom over here. All right. So before we get started, though, we have a special poll today. Normally I'm the one that makes the poll, but today our poll is different. Our poll is actually written by our guest today, our guest who is Mr. Gordan LelongBoy. Yes. So he has written a poll for you guys. I'm going to share it now. He has some questions to ask you. So the first question is, as a property agent, do you think of yourself as a good property investor? So you're an agent, but are you a good investor also? So the choices are yes, no, or maybe you're not sure. You don't know. Number two, what category of buyers do you serve more? Investors is the first one. Investors, own stay buyers, right? They're buying to live in a house, or both 50-50. Which of those three options? Yeah. So we want to know, do you see yourself as a good investor? And yeah, which category of buyers do you serve more? More investors, more people just looking for another home to live in, or a bit of both? Yeah. This will be quite interesting to see what all of what's the typical nowadays in Malaysia, what are the typical kind of clients that you're all serving, and what's your position on all of this? All right, we're getting good participation. I love it, guys. Keep the answers coming in. Let's get everybody to just fill in. You just fill in. If you haven't never filled in a poll, it's the easiest thing to do. It's all anonymous. I don't know what you click. Nobody will know what you click. You can also click nonsense, but you won't know, okay? So you come. Yeah, you just pick one answer. Okay, great. We're doing well. Wow, everyone has done the second one, but not everyone did the first one. Never mind. Okay, so I am going to end the poll now in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's end this poll. Okay, so let's see how our results are. Okay, can you see these results? It says, so for our first question, as a property agent, do you think of yourself as a good property investor? The top answer is yes. Okay, 45% said yes. 40% said not sure, and 15% said no. So some of you feel like you're really not a good property investor. Very interesting. But the rest is about half, either yes or not sure. And the second one, what category of buyers do you serve more? We have the most is own stay buyers, 50%. And then investors is only 10%, but both 50-50, an equal amount is the 40% of you said that you probably have an equal amount of both. Okay, it's interesting. So I hope you guys find it interesting also to find out what your fellow agents are also dealing with, right? So these are opportunities for you if you think about it, how you want to market yourself. You can see what's out there. Okay, I want to invite now, we have a couple people on here who's going to join me on this call. I want to invite Jonathan Lee and Mr. Gordan LelongBoy. Come and join me.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mariah. Good morning, Gordan.
Good morning,
everyone.
I just wanted to comment something, Mariah, on the poll.
Yeah, sure.
I think it's a misconception. And I want to just think, this is just my thought, this is my idea. And I think that everybody that walks through our door as an agent that wants to buy something in real estate, all of them are investors.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Yeah.
Okay, so nobody's going to walk in and say, I want to buy this house, and it doesn't matter if it depreciates 10 years down the road. Nobody does that. Right? So real estate is an asset class that everyone wants to own. It is what I think asset class that it is important in someone's life cycle. And it is one of the most tangible asset class that I can transfer it down generation to generation. Therefore, there is an important or need to make sure that I'm getting the right value so that I can maintain the right value so that the people that I want to pass on this property to, even though I'm not speculating, is not losing money, right? So I think the mindset that we should have is that everyone that we serve potentially is an investor.
Right. So even those people who are the own stay buyer, you're saying in a way they're also an investor.
Right.
They're making an investment.
Correct. It's just that the way they think about their investment is very different. It's a very long-term horizon, right? It's not a short-term horizon, right? So if you understand that, then I think your conversation to them to create value will be very different. So that's just my way. In my 20 years, almost 20 years of understanding real estate market and looking at people who buy and sell real estate or who owns and sell their own real estate, they are all investing. It's just that their perspective and their goalposts of investment is different.
Right. Good word from our CEO, Mr. Jonathan Lee. Thank you. Okay. I would like, Gordan, can you introduce yourself and just tell us a bit of your background in real estate?
Okay. Hi, morning, everyone. LelongBoy Gordan here. So I started my journey since I studied my Bachelor of Degree. I studied a Bachelor of Real Estate Management. Then at that point of studying, I already started my part-time career in this real estate by selling projects. After graduation, so by an accident, then I just get into the auction market. Why to say accident is because like at that moment, I think that a project a lot of people doing, subsidy a lot of people doing. So then I want to find something special to start off. Then at that point, not many people are doing auction, and up to now, today, there are still not many people doing auction. I mean, we are talking about a specialist lah. Okay, so then since then 5 years later up to now, I able to find my own target market, find my own position in the market. So that's my journey lah. Yep.
Nice. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so you're the one that gave me these poll questions. So I want to start with that. Why did you request those two questions? The first one, do you think of yourself as a good property investor? Maybe we start there. Why did you ask this question?
Okay, actually, I'm thinking like because I wish to do this session to be more personal to ourselves. Okay, so it's like a lot of agents, they know how to marketing, help owners to sell the properties, help buyers to buy properties. But when it comes to their self, right, most of them maybe they just buy for her own stay or just 1 or 2 investment and then they stop already. Okay. So then I'm asking the first question is because I wish to identify also how many of you are really investor that you always were thinking of buying. So yourself, if yourself is thinking to buy, then you become a better investor. It also can better to serve your clients also.
Right. So if you're also like in the game you're in the game of also trying to buy property, sell property, you will have the mindset of the customer also, kind of thing.
Correct. Because in auction actually is quite transparent. All the data are there and then all the numbers are there. So it makes us a better decision in investment. That's what I'm thinking That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. And how did you find just now, I don't know if you saw the results, I can share again. We can just quickly share the results again. Okay, you can see, right? So the first question, we ended up with 45% of the agents on the call said yes, they think of themselves as a good investor, but the rest are either no or not sure. So what do you think about that? Okay, so by answering the yes, right, I estimating them, they are doing a good cash flow investment. By no means they are not generating good cash flow, and not sure maybe it's those people who does not invest a lot. That's how I study that. Right. So we also wish to help that the no or not sure become to yes. Okay, cool. Do you think is today's session, will they learn a little bit about this or what? I'm not sure.
Of course. Yes, of course. We will cover
Okay.
a few segments of auction market so that you will know in the next 1 year or 2 years where you want to invest in. So make the decision.
Nice. Okay, guys, get ready. Okay, but before we do that, how about the second question? What category of buyers do you serve more between although John just gave he gave a new perspective on this, but
Correct.
yeah, the typical investor category or typical own stay home category. Yeah. Why did you ask this?
So what kind of categories that buyers do you serve more is because throughout my journey of my career, I always found it is quite tiring sometimes. Because why? Because we have two kind of buyers in the market. One is investor, one is own stay buyers. As we already studied that own stay buyers, they always buy a house is after 7 years ago, 7 years later. That's true our data, right? So if you only serve for own stay buyers, meaning that you have to keep finding a new client. But if you have some clients in your pocket, which is investors, so it makes your life easier. So
meaning like those people who will buy and sell more often than once every 7 years. Is that what you mean?
More than that. Okay. In auction market, right, we're able to meet clients that 1 year can buy 2 or 3. So it's just the same client, then it can repeat. Like Sarah, she has about 2 clients already, just buy auction properties within 3 months' time. One client buy twice in a 3 months' time. So then if we are able to catch this kind of by investors, right, actually we get the numbers already. For example, if you get 10 investors in your hand, so you are knowing that they will be buying 1 or 2 in a year. So by just serving them, and then the next year, you already know you have guaranteed minimum 10 to 20 sales.
Right. Okay. So how did you find the response to this question? Is it what you expected? This only 10% said investors more, and the rest are like own stay or half.
Yeah. So for the own stay buyers, for agents, right, you have to think through something different. So because auction, right, is a different game. So if you're able to have some investors on your hand, it will makes you easier in your career. Because we know that always serving the end user, you will need to generate new leads. The costing will be higher compared to you serving as investors. But there are 2 people selecting only investors. I think the investor really buy a lot from him. That's why he can serve the investors. I do have my boss that she just served 1 investor. She able to buy 10 properties in a month.
Oh, dude.
Just auction. And they are ready for the next 2 months to buy another 20.
Gosh, I'm sure everybody wants this type of buyer.
Correct. So that's how different in the auction market.
Right. Wow. Okay. Right. So, you were mentioning earlier about, you're mentioning that maybe, tell me more about, like, is it really important for agents to become experts at property investing? How would you answer that? Yeah.
Okay. So just now, John got mentioned that everyone is also buying properties. Actually, stepping in this career, in this real estate journey, right, does not easily make people to become an expert in investment also. Makes sense, right? So sometimes we are in the industry, we also can lose money. Okay. For this question, I will say you don't have to be expert, but at least you know what are happening.
What's happening? Okay.
You know how to select the right properties for your investor, for your buyers, for your friends. And then you're able to tell them what is the ROI, what is the return. That is good enough already. But of course, if possible, yourself also invest in some, and then let the numbers to show your friends or your clients that they will believe, and then they will follow you through the years.
Nice. Yeah, John, what do you think of this
So
topic?
I have a different perspective. Maybe I'm a little bit older than Gordan, just a little bit older.
Could be.
But I think in property investment is the easiest investment ever in the entire. If you look at if you compare any investment tools, right, out there in the market, investment opportunities, like if you look at currency trading, if you look at I don't know, ETFs, you look at stock market, you look at all kinds of stuff. So I give you an example. If you want to trade in currency, you need to understand the economy of the whole country. You want to trade in the stock, you need to understand the company's progress. You need to read you need to understand where is the company going, you know. So, but real estate is not complex. It is very simple. It is designed, it is derived from supply and demand. There's so much supply here and there's so much demand here. More demand means less supply, means price go up. It's a very simple concept. Very, very simple concept. Sometimes we try to complicate it too much. So I give you a very simple perspective, right? If you are trying to learn how to invest in property, there are two key things you think about. You buy low, sell high. It's as simple as that. Don't I see people buy high and try to sell higher. Right? So if you want to be safe, buy low, sell high. The idea of investment, the first fundamental rule in investing, in any investment journey that you go through, and as an investor, you must protect your money first. The reason why we invest is because we want to protect our money. When we don't invest, we are not protecting our money. When we don't invest, we are not protecting our money. Our money is actually depreciating through now it's even worse. Now we have inflation and all the stuff going on, right? Meaning through time, we know money will lose value through time. It's proven already. Like if you paid char kway teow 20 years ago, how much was it? It was my time 20 over years ago, maybe it's $2, 2 ringgit. Yesterday I went, it was 10 ringgit in the market. I was shocked, right? So you lose money. If you save 2 ringgit, you couldn't buy a char kway teow today. Right? So this is a fact, cannot run away one. Inflation, you will lose money one. So the real idea of investment is to protect your money. So meaning when you protect your money, you will think, what is the smartest way to protect your money? I always tell people in real estate investment is simple one. You should make money the day you buy real estate. Because when you buy real estate, you buy low, right? Your risk is lower. You are protecting your money. The idea of real estate agents today should be in the market buying today in today's market. You should be talking to Gordan and buying from him right now is because never ever in the history of our market we have seen so much discounted stocks in the market right now. I think so. I think it is. I think it is. And the idea of being smart, it's not complex, right? Buy low, sell high. It's not very highly, it's not a rocket science, you know. It's a very simple formula. Buy low, sell high. Go to a high demand location, find value. That's why the agents need to understand how to understand the value of the market. They don't understand the market value.
The value.
You can't be a good investor. But when you are investing, when you're putting your money inside, right, I guarantee you will figure out how to find the value. I guarantee you one. Right? I guarantee you will think very hard. You will go and study, right? Go and compare stuff and all that, right? I guarantee
when it's your money, right?
Yeah. So I encourage every successful real estate agent should be an investor. Right. Because investment is the one that gives you the opportunity for wealth building. Real estate sales and businesses, it keeps you going. Right? So have that idea and understanding, right? It's not complex. Buy low, sell high. Or you buy to let. You buy and you rent out for 20 years. It's not complex. It is not complex. But that requires you to still buy low, right?
And as the agent, you would have like the first access to like the best access to properties more than anyone else out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's where I think sometimes we complicate it. There's no algorithm one to think through. It's actually very simple. That's why I say real estate investment is one of the simplest investment opportunities on this planet. Correct. Right. It's sustainable and safe, in my opinion.
Right. But then the issue is only how do you know the value? Is it a good buy? Is it a low price or not? Right.
So you need to understand the market.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So there's two prong, right? Two prong. You need to understand the macroeconomic, like what's the macro market right now in our country or globally? What's the macro market right now? Challenging, right? Not as smooth as we want it to be, right? Political instability, right? So all these are telling us a sign that there is definitely pressure on pricing.
Right.
Okay, it's an opportunity, right? Then the micro market in that particular location, how does that pan out in the market? So having understanding and really going down deep into the market and start looking for deals. I have helped so many investors bought deals, but I have to be the first person to buy first, because when I start buying, I begin to understand the market better. Trust me, if you don't eat the food that you serve, you got a problem.
Nice,
You got
nice.
a problem. Then you don't tell people, please buy, don't eat my food. My food is the best.
Right.
It doesn't make sense, right? I'm sorry, I'm talking too much, but that's
yeah,
that's
talking
how
too much, you know.
I know.
No, there's a good question in the chat. What tool do we have maybe in KW that helps our agent to identify the market value so we can buy low and sell high? So what tools do we have? I think we all know, right? But LelongBoy, what do you say?
Yeah, by currently we have a data labs, but coming soon we will be launching another apps which can help agents in easier to find more good deals. But that we'll talk later a bit. Yep.
Feel the excitement. You guys feeling the excitement? We're trying to get you like feeling the tension. All right.
I would like to recap. Just now, John got mentioned a thing is very important. Is about building the wealth. So a lot of agents like myself, right? I always want to do sales. I think about sales. Hey, how can I do more sales? How can I close more deals? Like, so it's the path of building my wealth. But then actually, throughout the years, right? I also actually my ex-boss like got keep giving me a mindset that you should have buy yourself every year.
Yeah.
Because right, buying the property yourself and then you flip the properties actually is another GCI income for yourself.
Yeah.
So that's a very good point lah. So we agents, we don't have to always just find for sales, but we find our good deals, we flip the properties, then we're able to make the wealth as well.
Yeah. I agree. During the last during the global financial crisis, 2008 to 2010, that season, I remember there's one year, I think it was 2010 or 11, I can't recall, but I bought 7 properties that year.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, I bought 7 and I did not flip them. So my perspective is middle to long term, right? My perspective is like that, and I don't think there is a short term perspective anymore in our market. I don't see that happening anymore, unless you are really buying very low. And they're going to see Gordan, and Gordan maybe have some opportunities where it's really that very low. You could really flip it, right? But in general, right, should be a middle to long term horizon. That's why my take on it.
Right. Okay, let's just shift a bit into just the topic of auction specifically. Yeah, Gordan, what category of buyers do you think tend to be interested in auction properties more?
Okay, from my perspective, right, I think you shall find someone in your friends or in your SOI, right? You should find someone who can make really speedy and efficient decision. I think this is very important because when it comes to auction, right, we have a deadline. So some of the people like he using a lot of time to do studies or to do decision. So he will miss out the time one. So actually, if you know someone who can really make decision very fast, and of course, without seeing the property, then you can help him to do all the due diligence part. So he can just make decision. Then he can just go in the market and start grabbing. I think this is important.
So fast decision maker.
Yes, decision making is very important. Because we find a lot of people think too much. Hey, this is not cheap enough. Then
so then maybe it won't work out well if it's that type of they want to take a long time to think and decide.
Correct. So like agents, right, you can think through who can make really fast decision, and then who are willing to take risks and try new things. Because a lot of people, right, they have their own friends and then their SOI. So when they have meet some negative SOI, so they will just abort themselves from the auction. But the positive one, they won't tell so much to those non-experienced one. Because this market is very selfish. I would say this market is like, if I know how to buy a good deals, I don't want to let many people know one. Because more people know it, they will come to fight with us.
Right. Oh, that's interesting. Right. It's kind of different.
Yeah. So that's the market like 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You always don't see people will just share you that, hey, I bought a very good auction deal. They won't do so.
They won't share it out. So this is like a secret, guys. The fact that we're sharing with you is actually like you should feel very privileged.
But they will share you all the bad things.
Right.
Just to scare you out. John, how do you find about this?
So I think in the capitalist market, everyone is greedy. In the capitalist market, everyone is the whole market is fueled by greed.
Yep.
It's just the way it is, right? The why is people losing money in the stock market because they were greedy. Right? So it's how you manage your greed, right? It's how you manage the way you think about greed. And then you will then think about how you can help others at the same time, and always have a limit. I think it's important to know your number as an investor. Like, what's the number I want to achieve at this stage in my life? What's the income level? What's the number? What's the asset value that I want to hold at a certain point in time? Because the idea of forever I want to earn as much as possible, that is not a practical approach. You will lose your life. And greed is a very, very real thing. Because greed comes pride. And when pride comes, destruction comes.
Well, guys, we're getting very deep.
Yeah. There's a question, what is a good return in general? I would answer the question is, know what is your current inflation rate? Know what is your current financial rate? Meaning what's the cost of funds? And anything 20-30% above cost of funds and your inflation rate, that would be a good starting point. Does that make sense? So today, if inflation is at 3%, let's just say it's about 3%. I think it's more than 3%. But everyone argues it's 3%. Then if your cost of fund is 4%, then you need to make a return of 6%, right? 6-7%, right, to cover back the numbers, right? What's the spread there, right? So I think important to understand that. Meaning when you buy, right, you straight away buy 30-40% down, then you are quite safe.
Okay.
Then you are quite safe. Then you should be safe, because you amortize back the 30-40% down in 20 years or 30 years spread. It's a 7%, 8% difference. And then if you look at the average price in our house price index, it's about 6 to 7% a year for the past, 50 years, right? If I'm not mistaken, house price index. So that's your opportunity there. So I would think getting a 30% to 40% below market, that's a good return. So you're going to look at a few other things, like your capital value return, your cost of fund return, and your monthly payment. Now, it sounds all very, very complicated. Actually, it's not. The concept is buy low, sell high, buy low, rent it out, sell high. That's how I look at it.
I would like to answer this what is a good return in general is that you for sure you have to know your numbers, and then in auction, right, you have to make money upon buying, not upon selling.
Right.
At the point you buy, you already know you are making money. It's not to hope that after I buy this, then the price I want to sell it, I will make profits. We don't think that way. We always think at the moment we buy, are we getting profits already?
Right.
Nice.
Correct.
So would you say, I had this question here, I don't know if we've maybe already kind of answered it, but as a property agent and business owner, how do you think about the auction market in general?
Okay, so I would say auction market, right, is a market that will reflect the true market value of the market. Why I say so? Because nowadays, right, we buy or sell properties, we see through the transaction through bricks or data labs. You do know the data is true or not.
What do you mean? Yeah, go tell more.
because someone will just do some markup things, right? Cashback things, right? So it does not reflect to the real market. But in auction, it's very transparent and open. So we immediately will know what is the final purchase price from the market. So it's a willing buyer market and not a willing seller market.
So interesting.
So
it's actually more accurate to the real, what's really on the ground, what's really happening, what people are willing to pay.
Correct. So for example, a condo with a lot of units, then people see the price is very cheap, then they will go into fight. And then they will fight until a point that they will stop. So meaning that people will be have their own mindset that what is the true market value of their self for this property. But of course, people buy through auction, they also want to buy cheap. They want to buy below value, so they don't want to buy expensive. You will hardly to know to listen that actually we will buy above the market value. It does not make sense actually. In auction, it does not make sense.
So what Gordan is trying to say is the auction market represents the forced sale market. The forced sale market meaning the financial institution that owns those assets or repossess those assets are willing to sell at this price. And today we've got a lot of these units out there in the market, right? Meaning they are actually willing to say that that's the value. I think as a financier who was financing this property is saying that that's the value I'm willing to accept at the lowest, right? So if anything below that, that's not market value, but anything at that value or slightly above, that's the market value. So I think what Gordan is trying to say, it's a forced sale market that is actually kind of determining the market, because the financiers are the one that's determining, somehow has a hand in determining the market changes, right, in our market industry.
Correct.
Nice. Okay, let's these are some good appetizers for our session today. Let's get into like the main meat of our session. So do we have this title, right? Unlock 200 listings at 20 to 50% below market value. So who's excited to unlock some listings? Okay, so yeah, Gordan, will you share with us what are these 200 listings that you were talking about? And yeah, we got someone here excited. Okay, what are the 200 listings that you want to share with us today? Yeah, and what kind of listings are they? Please share with us.
All right. So before going, because sharing listings sometimes is boring, but we want to talk about the market. Okay. But because listing, everyone know how to get it. Okay. But I want to talk about some market. So at here, right, actually I've differentiated about 5 markets that agents or investors shall be looked into. Okay. So we have the very first one is the luxury market. Okay, so by serving this kind of luxury markets, right, actually myself have no much idea because I serve very less this kind of clients yet. Okay, but through the years I've closed some deals. Okay, so like this is one of the deal that 2-story bungalow at Bangsar is a corner lot bungalow house. The bank value was 7.5, and then the resale price was 4.5. Then we bid it until 5.05. Okay, so actually during serving this kind of clients, right, like at Bangsar, at Damansara High, or some even higher level one. Okay, this client is very interesting because why? Because he say, actually I buy this is just for investment. He just want to put this property into his pocket at the same area.
Wow.
It's like, huh? You are not buying
wow. Did he rent it out? What did he do with it?
Yeah, I think he rent it out already because previously was staying inside. So it's like, wow. So I don't know what are the market is like. So people like rich like him, so he will just buying the areas which he familiar and only at the area just to buy something, right? And then the second deal is golf villas, which I done with Tony. Okay, so this client is buying for own stay lah. So this is more understanding. So sometimes I don't know what is about the luxury market because I don't know what happened with their mind.
Right. So let me tell you a little bit of the mindset of luxury market people, because I do a lot of dealings with them, right?
Okay.
Especially for investors, right? The investors they are very safe people. The richer people, the richer the people. Okay, so this is my perspective, right? Someone that is much richer than me and you, or richer than all of us, are likely smarter than all of us. And smart people are quite simple. That the way they think about, if you're smart, you should be very simple, not complex. And the way I look at it, because they know their market in Bangsa. I have once a client that owned 18 lots in Bangsa Telawi area, shop lots.
Wow.
So to her, it's like, when I talk to her, like, why should I buy something else where I know this is a sure win? Why do I complicate my life?
Okay.
Right. So the luxury people, once they have an area, when they have a place that they felt that this is the place that I want to invest in. They have
specialized.
Like, they have like a place that I want to like only put money. I trust that this is the best place because I'm familiar with it. And remember, investor is, I'm always for safety. I always want to protect my money. So if I don't know another area or I don't know certain things that's happening in another area, I'm not going to put money there, I'm going to put money here. Right. So investors, smart investors normally think like that.
It's like when you play Risk, you play Risk and then you decide, I want to take over the continent. You always focus on your one area you like.
Right. And it's the one thing, right? Is how Gary Keller teaches us the one thing, right? What is so important? If you do that thing, everything else not important anymore. So if I keep on buying the right property under value in the right market, why do I need to study the whole world? With question for us to ask. So I think how rich investors think that way. And for all home buyers who are like what I think like Tony's buyer who bought this property, right? They've been probably looking at this property and they understand the value very much.
Yep.
Because they're smart people, remember, right? Rich people are smart people. That's why they make more money. That's why it's as simple as that. That's why when they are smart, they know, they understand what is value. The first sign of being rich, right? You need to know how to take something of a certain higher value, bring it down and sell it, make a profit, right? That's what they always do in their own businesses, right? Same thing when you think about real estate, it's the same concept.
Nice.
Okay.
So you have some luxury properties as one of the segments that you have available.
So if let's say you are always doing this kind of dealing this kind of clients, so actually we have a lot. Last time we maybe don't see a lot, but nowadays, yes, the opportunities are in the market. So please keep yourself alert. I would say alert. Okay, so of our deals, then you will be able to get in touch back with your clients. It's very important. Like nowadays, KLCC a lot, and then also Monkiara a lot. Okay, but Monkiara still a bit less lah, because the holding power are too strong already. Okay, so the second market I would like to talk is about this cash in the bag.
Wow.
A lot of people know about this, right? Cash in the bag. Okay, so is all the cashback projects are all the bad apples?
Oh, do people think this is the myth?
Yeah, so actually a lot of people think this way, but I have another perspective on it. Okay, so because like last time a lot of gurus come out and teach all the things that you buy, people buy 5 properties or 10 properties. Okay, so that is the personal thing. I don't want to comment on that, but what I want to say is that even this kind of properties they get in auction actually is not a bad apple. What I want to try to say is that because you will see, oh, suddenly this condo, right, they have 10 or 20 properties coming for auction. Then people will start to afraid that, oh, this property is not doing well. So many people get into auction. Okay, but what I'm thinking is that when you compare with the numbers, right? Okay, we say they got 20 properties going for auction or 30 properties, but you compare with the whole development, there will be about 600 units. So if, let's say there's an opportunity about 20 units, you buy one of it, okay, so it's just actually less than about 5%. You are buying a lower price and a cheaper price than others, 600 units. That's the message I try to convey. Like you suddenly see a lot of properties in auction in the same building, does not mean it's a bad thing, because it let you have the chance to buy at a cheaper price. Right.
Did it shift your perspective? Because there's always a price that people are willing to pay also. Right.
Because
nice.
I saw a lot of these cashback properties, right? Actually, the location are quite good. It's near to MRT, near to LRT, and
Right.
at a very matured area. So yeah, you guys actually can think of it and then also start looking at these condos with a lot of option.
Okay. So there's a lot of opportunity here. Don't think it's a tragedy, guys. See the opportunities available.
Okay.
Okay. So that's two segments so far. So you have 3 more, right? Let's see if we can get through them.
The next segment is the new keys lah. So we talk about the new AP condos. Okay.
Okay.
Nowadays, the auction market has been changed than 5 years or 10 years earlier. Okay. So nowadays, people assume that auction properties are brand new unit. Okay, it's very cool. And then of course, when during the property launch, right, you as an agent, you actually already familiar that what's the launching price, what the selling price, what are the packages, right? So now I see a lot of auction units, right? Actually, when the bank start to auction the unit, they has actually placed a lower price than the selling price already. Let's say last time they placed about 500,000 S&P price. We're talking about S&P price. And then now the auction, right, it starts with 400,000. We see a lot of this kind of deals. Okay.
Nice,
and
nice.
If this kind of deals, right, a lot of new end users would like to buy. Those who buy for own stay one. So those who buy for own stay is really, really suitable for this kind of properties because you have no hassle. And then last week, actually, I have a quite interesting conversation with my friend. So we know that this is a Esther residence, Esther Cheras, just newly VP by this back to a few months back. So then it comes for auction already. So the price is 380,000. Okay. Last time, 4 years ago, the launching price, the S&P price for this unit also about 380,000. Okay, Mariah, do you think this property has been get cheap or just so-so?
Like sorry, you mean that's a good, I think it's a good price, the 380?
380
I mean,
is a good price.
It sounds like a good price lah. I don't know.
Okay, so you're not sure about it. But my perspective is, last time you bought at 380,000, but please don't ignore the interest that you pay through the 4 or 5 years.
Right.
So you bought at 380,000, then you also have to pay about 5% of the interest during the construction period. So then now we see the price is 380,000, and maybe we just wait for a few rounds, just 1 or 2 rounds. Then we can enter already.
It will go down more, is it?
Now 380,000 for sure might not have people buy lah. Okay.
Right.
Wait about 340 and maybe 308. This kind of price, actually you can enter already. Nice.
And it's safe because the property is ready and there's nobody inside the house.
Right. It's brand
You
new.
don't even bother there's no eviction issues and all that. The house is there already, and your cost of potentially your outgoings is very low. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gordan. Your outgoings, the management fee, quick rent assessment is not going to be very high though, because it's new, so the always going to be very low. So it's a very safe bet. I think this is a very good segment for market for buyers for own stay to really look at. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
A lot are coming up. So now, like, we always ask who's next, meaning that if the condo is going to VP, we are targeting at it already.
Oh, I see. The auction world is ready, ready and waiting.
It's because the whole macro economy is like that. It's not a very solid economy right now. It's very challenging. A lot of people are struggling to pay their cost of living, right? Because inflation got high, my job security is not there. So there are many factors that's causing investors or buyers of these properties to really have no choice but to allow auction to happen. Correct.
Right.
Okay. So agents, please think of that. Who in your SOI who would like to buy auction like this? You think such way, then you can generate leads already. Yeah, because we have different segments that you can generate leads. That's why
So-
we want to separate it.
So here's how I would ask agents to talk to their clients. Just now that market there, right?
Okay.
Don't tell them it's auction because auction frightens everyone away. Tell them for your first home, if you know someone is buying your first home right now, if you know of anyone, just a quick poll to everyone in the chat. How many of you have someone that is looking at buying their first home? You have, please press 1. Let's do a poll.
Wait, say that again. What's
How
the
many
question?
of us have someone that is ready to have a client that is ready to buy their first home, looking to buy their first property for own stay, or buying a property for own stay? How many? You got 1 here. Please press 1. Please put 1.
Yeah,
Right.
you gotta
You have people, right? So you go to them and you tell them, hey, Mr. Tan, hey, my friend, I want to help you save 30% market value. Can I have a conversation with you right now? You start the conversation that way. Because when people say auction, the word auction has a lot of stigma.
Negative.
It's like people don't want lah, ugly property lah, cannot lah, got really mafan lah. But actually, it's not.
something
It's
wrong.
actually not. It's not.
Yeah.
Right? So start by having the conversation. Hey, I can bring you 30% below market value for your first home. And you are talking to me about it. Are you interested? You
Yeah.
start the conversation that way because 30% will trigger me to think, hey, below 30%, if I'm paying 380,000, 30%, that's 300,000. If I can buy at 300,000 where everyone is paying 380, why not?
Yeah.
Nobody
It's a
will
good
say no to
script.
that one. Nobody will say no to that. I mean, no smart person will say no to that.
It's a good script, everyone. I hope you take note of this script that Jonathan's saying about, yeah, would you be interested if I could help save you 30% market value? Are you interested
Right.
to? Let's have a chat. It's good.
That's like a touching point.
Yeah, exactly. All
Okay.
right, what's next?
So the Ford market, right, is always make me feel interested and always want to go in, but I'm unable to.
What is it?
So actually in the auction market, right, there's a lot of investors or buyers. I would say maybe about more than 50% is Chinese buyers. Okay. So actually, I always want to do with the booming markets. So that's what I call untapped market. Okay.
Nice.
Because why? Because in the booming market, right, actually you can ask discount for more.
Oh, what do you
It's
mean?
like-
You can ask for
Okay.
more.
So I'm not sure what are you guys thinking about the booming market. So maybe you need the booming to answer this lah. Is it after buying the booming lot, it's hard to sell in the market? If you are thinking yes, then you may comment yes. If no, then you can say no. Yeah, because in my perspective, right, booming market in the auction is very lucrative, very lucrative. The discount can be even more than the non-booming. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because
So
the population that's available is smaller, so they will even discount even more sometimes than the other properties.
actually in the booming market, the population are higher than
It's
non-booming.
bigger.
Oh, really?
Bigger, but then the capacity and the eligibility to purchase is lesser.
But I want to bring a highlight here. There is this new term. How many of you heard this term called OKB?
OKV?
Okay.
Not OKU, OKB. Orang Kaya Baru.
Orang kaya
OKB.
baru.
It's a
Okay.
phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. In Indonesia, it's the same thing. In Malaysia, the same thing. It's a phenomenon that the Bumiputra market has gotten so much wealth opportunity in the past 5-10 years. They've changed so much. Like you can see so many multi-level marketing businesses from the Bumi market. Now, they are the legitimate ones. They are also the scam ones, okay? But I'm just saying a lot of people suddenly become very rich. And they may not be only in Klang Valley, they could be in outskirts, no. Because the networking of all this Bumiputra market is huge. Almost 70% population in the country. And they begin to enter the entrepreneurial level, right? And they're very entrepreneurial. And I think that has created a lot of OKBs in the market. Guess what? A lot of them haven't bought real estate yet.
Okay, so for this segment, right, actually, it's very important to know, especially in investment lah. So you always want to know what is the exit strategies. So like earlier that we mentioned that when you start buying, you already know what are the profits. So in this segment, actually, I'm doing a discussion with Sarah. So we are going to push this market very soon. Okay, so we'll be doing some Zooms for those like John say OKB. So we will help them to find properties, to filter and invest, and then also help them to manage and also flip the properties within a period.
Nice. Nice.
So
Exciting.
we will be doing such a event or such a meeting lah. Okay, so we'll be soon lah. That one I think about August or September we'll be starting it.
Okay, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Okay, cool.
So if you have any boomy investors in your mind, you keep them alert first. Okay, then we will bring it very shortly. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so this is the last segment. We call it a lucrative pie. I think everyone is agree already. Okay, so for this segment, right, is actually talk about the low cost or Romawi or Selangor. Okay, a lot of people that she do know that actually in auction, you can buy without limitation.
What do you mean?
In subsidy, right, you only, as you are first home buyer, you can buy it.
Oh, I see.
Especially the low cost. Okay, but in auction, no matter you have how many properties on hand, you also can buy auction. So we always heard about those old uncles, those who like to see in Kopitiam. I have 50 low cost apartments or flat to collect rental.
Huh.
So you can see actually this market is very lucrative. I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, so but a lot of people don't want to do it because they think that, hey, this kind of property very mafan, not easy to handle. But this market is the most lowest cost, lowest commitment, and you can have a higher ROI.
This is a great place to start for like all the agents that want to just start, right? And then later you can sell, you'll have a bigger chunk to be able to invest in a more expensive place if you want to. It's a great idea.
It's a very starting point for you to join into the auction market. Right. Because for sure, these kind of properties, you will lose money.
Yeah, 42K is totally reasonable. It's so cheap.
Okay, so this is a very interesting. This 42K, right? It's really go into auction. Then the auction start at 60,000, the resale price.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know, is it the owner purposely to do so or not? 42,000 we know is not hard to maintain. Like the monthly installment is about 200 ringgit something only. But then the owner put it for auction. I think maybe he purposely don't want to pay for the bank. So the bank put it for auction, then it start from 60,000. Oh. Okay, and then I think that day, this was 2019. That day, I think more than 20 or 30 people go to bid for this property.
Okay.
At the end, it sold about 160 to 180, about that.
Okay, so interesting. No.
So you guess who win in the deal?
Is it you?
No, the owner win the deal.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the owner definitely. Nice.
The owner gained about 100,000+ in cash,
So interesting.
Profit, but he also gained the profits. This just a very rare scenario to have lah. But I would say all these low costs are like Rumah VIP, Selangor. Nowadays a lot of new completed VP Rumah VIP also get auction already. So last time you have to queue up and then we only can buy it. But now in auction, you can just strictly to go and buy it. But during the buying, you don't have restriction. But when you want to sell, you have to follow back the restriction. You understand?
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
People who buy also need to follow it.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. So you just shared all 5 areas: luxury market, cashback, new VP handovers, and then the boomy market and the low cost market, right?
Correct.
All these different areas. So I want to ask, how can everyone on this call get access to these listings? How do the KW Malaysia agents get access to all this?
Okay, so currently we actually have developed a new setup in the KW Central apps. Okay.
Ooh, announcement. This is very exciting, guys.
So you can see this auction listing, and you just
Yeah.
press it.
Does everyone see where he is? So you're on the KW Central
Yeah,
the
you can
central
also
website, right? So
go to your
on the
chat,
homepage,
right?
there's a link for auction now. It's a new thing just today, right? Now everyone has access to this.
Just live only, yes.
Wow, exciting. Okay, show us.
So we have a lot of listing in here, but not a lot yet. Okay. So we are keep adding it. We keep adding it. Okay. So you can see there's a lot of functions here. When you select, you may select your own location. Okay. Or you select a filter. You can get a lot of things. Like if you want a Bumi lot, a non-Bumi lot, a Malay reserve.
Okay.
So, and auction status is like auction active or pending next auction. This is for you to search for the next deals. Okay.
Oh,
Because so
okay.
already no point to look at it. Okay. And then also we have a below market value. So you can actually search out how much below value you want. Let's say 30 to 40%. So we have properties 30 to 40% immediately comes out to you.
Nice, nice. Really cool. So they can do any kind of like advanced searching, all the options they want, and then they can see what's available in this kind of range.
Right. So
what else can you search by? Can you search by location as well?
Yes, location we have. Like you say.
Search Mont Kiara, man. Let's see what any Mont Kiara. Got my area. There you go. Oh, wow.
So Mont Kiara Aman is the latest, the hottest one. So Safina was sold last week. Okay.
Okay.
There are about 8 bidders sold at 990. It's still considered a very good deal because the value there is about 1.3.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Right.
coming up will be this Mont Kiara Aman. So when you click into this listing, right? Actually, we have all the ready templates for you already. So let's say you want to just copy this template and you post it to your iProperty or Property Guru also can. I make it very easy for everyone. So you just can copy and paste. If let's say you want to just share to your client, you also can just click this share. And then you just share it out, then the client will contact you only. You contact any one of us.
So from here, this website is only accessible by the agents, right? This website is only for all of us KW Malaysia agents.
I think it's going to be on the app. It's going to on the app as well, not on the website.
Right.
Yeah,
but we can share with our clients through this link. Is that right? They can see it, even though they won't. Will it bring them to the KW Central website or how?
I think won't. Let's share an sample.
Nick says when you share the auction listing, the agent will see you as the agent.
So it will
look like this.
It will be you but it's me because it's my app.
Because you're clicking yeah.
So it will show the same thing So it's very easy.
Very nice. Very nice. So you guys can share these out to your database. This is very exciting. So
how many of you are feeling that? Yeah. How many of you feeling that this is going to be very exciting for you and your clients? If you feel that this is exciting, please press 1.
Yeah, even I'm excited.
Are we doing more listing on it? So we're building a more database in it. So you're easy to filter out the listing to your clients.
Right. So this is a place everyone can find. You're going to be adding to this regularly, right? To make this database grow inside here. How many are already in here? How many listings have you put in
now
here
it's
already?
About 190. But my
190
to build up to 500 listing.
500. Cool.
Yes, I want to build 500.
Awesome. I'm excited. Oh, okay. This is very good. So yeah, any tips or anything you want to share? Like how do agents get involved with this actually? Can they just start sharing out these listings or they need to go for some learning a little bit about auction first or what? How does it work?
Okay, mostly important then is I know we have a lot of listing. Actually, for those who are already in my group, right, you always see I'm sharing the listing every day. So, but because too much listing coming in, sometimes you're unable to focus as well.
Okay.
So always encourage agent to start with their own area, know the area, then you will be promote easier. And then the second thing is you have under all my listing, right, you have to filter out what is the top 10 or top 20 listing that you will really buy and really share to your clients. So always put this in your pocket and then you focus on it, then it's enough already. Because we have about how much? About 3,000 listing per month. I don't expect
Really?
you to know every deals, you know. So you just need to know 10 to 20 deals, just put it in your pocket. And when you meet people and you share it, then it's easier. Correct.
Very nice.
Okay.
Wow,
So we
very
think
good.
about that lah. So how to make you easier in collecting the 10 20 properties in your pocket for you to easier to do marketing.
Right, right. That's exciting. Is there everyone who's on the call, whether you're on Zoom or Facebook, do you have any questions for Gordan as we're coming to the end now? So you better throw in your questions quickly. Are you all ready to go and check out KW Central either on your phone, on the phone app, or on your desktop laptop? You can go to the website. Yeah, it's time. It's time. Things are getting serious, guys. There's more opportunities now.
Yeah, so actually every one of you just can don't make auction is very complicated lah, because we have all the listing already. What you need to do is because I do a lot of filtering for you guys already, so you just put it on your portals, on your Facebook or your Facebook status or your WhatsApp status. You just use these all the things, right? Then you can generate leads already. Just that simple.
Wow.
And then
Wow.
after you generate leads, I will start to help you to handle all the things.
Okay. So
like
even those rookies can do this, even those people who are quite new to real estate, they can come and they can just post these things out to their database.
We super encourage them. If your portal has no listing, you can actually just put 100 listing on your portal.
Wow, that's no joke, guys. I hope you're all hearing this. This is just like, it's just giving to you on a plate lah.
Correct.
It's great. That's great. That's really good. Yeah. Okay. So if an agent has a buyer now, the buyer replies to them and says, "Hey, I'm really interested in this place. I want to get this. It looks like a good deal. This is my area. I want to buy this." What do they do first? What should they do?
Importantly is the agent have to know that his buyer's eligibility. So I will talk through with the agent. Have you checked your client's eligibility about loan or cash? And then does he familiar with the place? If he's not, then maybe we can set a Zoom meeting or we set a site appointment. Then I will help you to go through everything already.
Wow. So you'll personally talk with the people, talk with them.
Yes.
Okay. I think you're gonna get very busy soon. Yeah.
I am already.
It's gonna be worse. Nice.
But
okay.
I like the way that we always in KW we use leveraging. So it's very important like how KW leverage me and how I leverage KW. So in doing more business, this is the culture.
Right. Yeah, even in the past 6 months, you've already been growing like crazy, right? I think so, because we had you on, I don't know how many months ago, and it seems like things have exploded since then.
Since September last year.
Okay, that's when it was. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. So so everyone get ready if you have any last little questions and all that, or I'm gonna move to, we have a lot of announcements that I want everyone to hear about. And then we're going to come back to LelongBoy, Gordan, and Jonathan. So yeah, whatever thoughts you have about this topic, just get it ready to share in the chat. In the meantime, let's go to announcement slides right now. Hey, check this out. This is already on, here's a nice Sarah. This is Sarah on the auction market. So she has this, KW Data Labs helped her to close 13 deals within 6 months in the auction market. Congratulations, Sarah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we can see the potential here. Very good. 13 is a lot, man. Okay, next slide.
And she's still closing her own subsidy deals.
Oh man, that's incredible. So she's doing both. Very good. So there is an auction workshop. Please take note, everyone. If you're hearing this, you're interested, you want to understand a lot more and know what's going on, please come for this auction workshop, 25th July, which is next Tuesday, not tomorrow, but the following Tuesday. 1:30 to 4:30, there's a live bid in auction. You get to be there and experience the how it works, like in person. Yeah, so yeah, just for agents, don't bring it's not for your buyers, right? It's just for the agents to come. Right. You can register via the link and it will be at Flagship Market Center. All right, next one. Okay, so All right, so this course, yeah, this is Ignite. Ignite is my class, my favorite class, Ignite. So this is our training that's ongoing. We are now starting module 4 this coming week, starting on Tuesday. We have Win the Buyer with Lois Tan and Elaine Kao. It's going to be a great session. So guys, if you've not already, anyone who's not come for Ignite or those who have, this section is, there's a lot of really special sessions. Basically all of them, all of these are very, very good. Win the Seller with Joanne Ong, you heard last week about, that's a top session people are very excited about. Also the negotiating offers with I Ching, top session. You know, there's a lot of great sessions to come for. So I hope you can just even sign up for one session. You can sign up for just one, the whole module. Feel free to come. Yeah, next slide. This is the sign up slide. Yeah, so there's a link here to sign up. You don't, even though it shows the whole course out, but you can choose part of the course, and you just choose which session you want, which module you want. Yeah, and we have a limitation how many can come, so sign up quickly. But then if you sign up, you better come. Yeah, okay, next one. Yeah, okay. So client touch points. So these are really useful. We use them even in Ignite class. We teach everyone how to use this. You go on the circle, you search touch points. You'll see all the posters. You just screenshot it. You add your own name, phone number, whatever you want to add, and you can send it out to your database. And you can send it together with these auction listings. There's a lot of potential out there. There's so many, we've put in the effort to make nice posters for you to be able to share with your database to get more leads. All right, next one. All right, Flagship Market Center. Yeah, Flagship Market Center. Here's what's going on for you guys. The most important one is this State of the Company event on 20th of July, which is, I guess, 2 Thursdays from now, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's at Flagship Market Center itself. Okay, you guys need to RSVP for this thing. You need to RSVP today. In fact, like 1 hour, we're gonna close the RSVP today. Like I think 1 hour after this session, it's gonna be closing. There's a link in the chat for you to RSVP. So please do that because they need to know how many people are coming, and so they can plan out everything. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on, including they're going to show also about this KW Central having the auction section and a lot of great stuff there. So please come for this event. And of course, the auction workshop, they're also promoting that. We hope everyone can come for that. And then today, of course, they are for all the Subang agents and Klang agents and all that, you can come to Damen Mall this afternoon. All right, next slide. Yeah, Puchong has trainings going on. The next one, July 17th, is tomorrow. So you can stand out from the other agents by setting up your KW agent site if you have not done that, and learn how to use the KW consumer app where you can send out, people can search for properties and see it under your name. Definitely do this if you've not done this yet. You got to go and learn about this in the afternoon. All right, what else? What's the next slide? Yes, okay, so as well, there's a workshop on hook points for posting on property portals so that you will catch more people. So that's Wednesday, 26th July, 2 Wednesdays from now. This is also for Puchong agents. Great, so you can register on the little dinosaur guy over there, or you can go and circle and register. That's great. And there's also a link in the chat. Okay, any more slides? I think that's the last one, right? Oh no, we have a few more, guys. Okay. Guys, you know it's cheaper now. Do you guys know that KW 360 Plus, these videos, the 3D videos of the house, they give you the doll house look and the whole thing. It starts at only 68 ringgit. Really, it's so cheap. There's no reason why you don't do this for every single one of your properties. Every one of your listings should have this kind of scan. It's just no brainer. It's very, very inexpensive. I heard from agents, it really helps when you can send it out. Anyone who's interested, they can take a look here first, and then they can decide whether they want to come in person, right, or whatever. So it can save you some time and energy, and just shows it that it's at a higher level. Okay, so that you're more professional than the other agents out there. Okay, great. So please book your 360 Plus today. Okay, next one. Yeah, we also have our data labs. So if you want to sign up for data labs, it's only 49 ringgit a month. It's honestly, I think every agent needs to have an account. This is where you learn what is the market of the moment, right? What is going on, so that you can be a good investor and in good investment mindset to buy low and sell high and all that kind of idea. You need to know the value of the property, so you need to know this kind of data. So you can sign up here. There's a link in the chat for you to sign up for that, and it has the whole region of Malaysia on here. It's a very good deal, 49 ringgit a month. Next one. I think this is the last one, maybe. Okay, and our KW Activate is 199 ringgit per month, but they give you so much good service. This is for automating personalized WhatsApp messages to your database, to your sphere of influence, and it's done at a very high level. It's not the same as just WhatsApp blasting. It's something different. If you don't already know, you should check out the website and see all the services that they provide for you. Yeah, so please check it out. You can have a free trial first before you go into it. Yeah, first time user, you can get free 14 days trial of KW Activates. Right. Okay, so is that the last one? I think we're done, right? Okay, we did it, guys. We got through the announcements. Okay, so we're coming back to LelongBoy. All right. So as we're coming to the end, I see some people asking different questions in the chat. Everyone able to find it on their KW Central or not? I think one person couldn't quite find it. Do you want to show us again, Gordan? Can you just, I don't know if your screen is still open. Can you just show us again on the main page where it is? Yeah. That way, for those people who have trouble looking for it. Yeah, if you can go back to the home screen, that would be great. Okay, great. Here we go. KW Central.
Okay. So
okay.
This is the main screen. So we are just next to company listing.
You guys see that? Dashboard, my listing, company listing, auction listing, and then sales.
Okay.
Does everyone's screen look like this? Nick, does everyone's screen look like that? Or is it just Gordan's screen that would look like that? Can you confirm?
We'll do a better launching during the SOC.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah, I think everyone has a standard template. Is the way we design it is exactly the same as what Gordan is showing right now. You should be able to access this on your app.
Okay, can you go back again just to be very clear? Then you just stay on there so everyone can see. Yeah, the fourth one under my office, the top. Yeah, great. Okay, so hopefully you all can find it. If not, ask your staff, your MCS staff or whoever to help you. Ask your neighbor, ask your friend. Okay, cool. Okay, Charles says it's not in the app. Okay, we'll maybe things need to be refreshed. I don't know. Anyway, we gotta end this call. Anyway, Gordan, do you have some final words? And Jonathan, do you have any final words?
Yeah, for me, it's actually agents, please start looking at auction at a different perspective. So we have shared about 5 segments, and each segment can have different kind of clients. Okay, so we will be doing some events for some specific segment, which is the low cost and also the booming market. So we'll keep in touch, and then we will get updates to the market center.
Nice, nice. Exciting. Thank you. Thank you.
My last words to everyone is don't sit down and not do anything. A lot of stuff have been done for you guys. I mean, Gordan and the team and Nick and everyone, the tech side, and Gordan has done a lot to bring all this information and all these listings to you guys. And they are real legitimate listings that I think can sell. So you've got no excuse not to do anything. So if you don't do anything, no one can help you, right? So just take action right now. Do what you need to do. There are a lot of stuff available for you. Rookie agents or experienced agents, you should be having extra sales right now because of what Gordan and the team has brought to you. So I hope and ask everyone to take action on the auction opportunities that we have bring up for you.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. So I see in the chat, Nick is saying that we have already updated the app, but waiting for approval from the App Store. So you will see the changes only in 1 to 2 weeks on your app, but the website is already done. So please go to the website and find everything there. And please, everyone, can you all just share your appreciation for Mr. Jonathan Lee and Mr. LelongBoy Gordan in the chat? I would really appreciate that. As you know, they have shared a lot of things. They are sharing things that maybe other agents out there don't want to share because it's like, kind of secret kind of stuff, So they're sharing, they're open-hearted, just sharing all of the best tips and tricks and all the knowledge that makes them, successful. So I really hope you can appreciate them all on the call today. Yeah, great. I love it. I love seeing all these messages coming out. All right. So with that, I will wish you all a goodbye, and I will see you next time on Winning Mondays. Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.